Searching the literature for evidence. The purpose of this lecture is to discuss different techniques for conducting an efficient literature search using PubMed, Google Scholar, EBSCOhost, and the Cochrane database of systematic reviews. These databases are just a few of the numerous databases available for literature searching. PubMed and Google Scholar are free to the public and can be accessed in another browser window to practice along with this tutorial. EBSCOhost and Cochrane databases of systematic reviews require a membership to access. Colleges and universities often purchase subscriptions to several databases for the faculty and students to use. The second step in the evidence-based practice process involves searching for relevant evidence to answer a clinical question. By the end of this lecture, you should be familiar with various databases and searching strategies to locate appropriate information. The examples of searches conducted in this lecture may be different if you conducted them today, so if you're following along and doing the steps, you may have different results than what appear in this lecture. Databases are organized online collections of scholarly articles from journals, periodicals, and books. These databases are invaluable when searching for evidence to answer a clinically relevant question. Within these databases, you can find citations, abstracts, and sometimes even free full-text articles, or the links to full-text articles for purchase. Most of these databases require a subscription to access them. Searching for articles through our library is going to be an important skill for you to master. Some examples of databases in the health sciences are the CINAHL Health, Cochrane database of systematic reviews, HealthSource, including nursing and academic edition, Medline, PubMed, ScienceDirect, and SportDiscus. Although this module would demonstrate searching for techniques within a few databases, similar search strategies can be used regardless of the database you choose. After creating a clinical question, keywords should be derived from the main concept of the clinical question. The keyword is the term or terms that are entered into the search screen that you wish to obtain information about. We can use the following clinical question example. Is therapeutic ultrasound more effective than electrical stimulation in reducing swelling and increasing tissue extensibility for athletes with posterior lateral ankle sprains? The clinical question can then be broken down into conceptual terms. From the clinical question, we may use keywords such as therapeutic ultrasound, electrical stimulation, swelling, tissue extensibility, athletes, or even lateral ankle sprain. The keywords can then be further delineated to produce a broader search, such as ankle, tissue, sprain, and ultrasound. Determining your keywords will provide you with a starting point for your literature search. Before we continue with this lecture, you should familiarize yourself with these terms. These terms will help you to better understand the literature searching process. A MESH term. MESH stands for Medical Subject Headings. MESH terms are the National Library of Medicine's controlled vocabulary of biomedical terms. These terms are used to describe each journal article in Medline. A few examples of MESH terms are ankle and tarsal bones. Mapping. Mapping is a process in which the database will match the keyword you enter to a subject heading. Boolean Operators. Boolean operators are used when combining search terms. The operator term AND, all capitalized, retrieves results that include all search terms. The operator term OR capitalized, retrieves results that includes at least one of the search terms and the operator term. Not can be used to exclude terms from the search. When searching for information about ankle sprains, you may type in the search box ankle and sprain. Or you could also use taloceural, not subtalar. Stop words. Stop words are frequently occurring words that have little meaning and cannot be used alone in a search. Using stop words would retrieve nearly all articles in the database. Some examples of stop words are a, always, or either. Truncating. Truncating a term allows you to search all terms that begin with a word. In order to truncate a term, type a root word into the search box followed by the asterisk, the little star symbol. For example, typing walk with the star symbol into the search box will return words such as walks, walking, walker, and others. Exploding. Exploding is a term used during the mapping process to retrieve not only the subject heading, but the subheadings under the subject heading. For example, the subject heading ankle joint will also have the subheading abnormalities, analysis, pathology, and radiography, to name a few. When you access PubMed's homepage, you can begin a basic search by typing in keywords into the search bar and clicking search. The search will be conducted using the system's automatic mapping feature. At the top of the screen, you will see Limits. Click on this to proceed to a screen to set limits for your search. You have numerous options for setting search limits, including the date of publication, the type of article you want, age ranges, genders, and we can even define the species, such as animal or human studies. The subset section will limit the retrieval to specific groups of records. You also have the option of limiting the search to full text articles only. The use of Boolean operators is also very helpful when conducting a literature search. For words that must appear together, the operator AND should be inserted between them. On the other hand, for words that should not appear in the same document, the operator OR should be used between them. When inputting lateral ankle sprain and therapeutic ultrasound in PubMed, 5 articles are returned related to both lateral ankle sprains and therapeutic ultrasound. Under the Advanced Search option at the top of the screen, you will be able to see your search history. The search history includes the number of searches, the time at which the search was conducted, and the number of citations in each search. The search history allows you to combine searches or to create a new one. We can combine searches by selecting the desired search, in this case, search number 10, and then selecting one of the options, such as and then selecting the second search, in this case, number 12, to combine our searches. You can add limits to your searches you have already conducted by typing in the #. For some of you in the younger generation, this is the hashtag symbol, and the number of search, then going to the limits and selecting the limitations that you want to use. You have numerous options for setting search limits, including the date of publication, type of article, age range, gender, and even species. Remember, animal or human. The subset section will limit the retrieval to specific groups of records. You also have the option of limiting the search to full text articles only. In the search, then your limits will be activated. In this case, the limits include full text, all children ages 0 to 18 years. In order to clear the history, click the Clear History button under the last search item. You can conduct phrase searches by including search tags. If we use TI, this means title. Quotations can be used around our search tags as well. Hyphenated terms, or we have truncated terms, such as walk with the asterisk sign. We can try our search with and without the quotes to see the difference in the articles returned. Adding these items will cause PubMed to skip automatic mapping and searches the index of searchable terms instead. The index of searchable terms is an alphabetical list of terms in each PubMed search field. If the phrase is found in an abstract or a citation, but not in the index, then the quotes will be ignored and auto mapping will resume. Try your search with and without quotes to see the difference in the articles that are returned. In advanced searches, you also have the ability to search by specific field in the search builder. Some examples of a specific field are author, journal, language, or mesh major topics. A description of the fields and tags can be found in PubMed Help. In this example, we will select mesh major topics. A mesh major topic is a mesh term that is one of the major topics discussed in an article. Remember the definition of mesh terms. MESH stands for medical subheadings. MESH terms are the National Library of Medicine's controlled vocabulary of biomedical terms. These terms are used to describe each journal article in Medline. A few examples of MESH terms are ankle and tarsal bones. After choosing a field, type a term into the search builder. After choosing a field, type a term into the search builder. In this case, we choose the term ankle, and then we add this to the search box. This moves the mesh term into the search box. You can then add a Boolean operator if you want and expand the search. You can add the Boolean operator from the drop-down menu and click Add to Search box. Then type in your other search term and click the Search button. Boolean operators, remember the definition. Boolean operators are used when combining search terms. The operator term AND retrieves results that include all search terms. The operator term OR retrieves results that include at least one of the two search terms. And the operator term NOT can be used to exclude terms from the search. Using the advanced search option allows you to conduct searches using author and publication information. On the results page, you have the option of clicking on Display Settings to change the format of how the results are displayed and how you want to sort the retrieved articles. In order to get more details on an article, click on the article title. You can also save your search results for later use. Click on the Save Search link at the top of the screen. You will have the option to save your search to the My NCBI. My NCBI is a tool that allows you to save information and sets your own preferences for searching. Using this feature requires a username and a password. You will also have the option to save to a Google account if you have signed up for one. My NCBI is a tool that allows you to save information and set your own preferences for searching. Upon clicking Save, you will have the following screen display on your monitor. On this page, you will be able to set up your preferences for your search. One option provided here is that you can have PubMed repeat the search you conducted on a regular basis and send you an email update of the results. You can also determine how often you want to receive the email updates. If you decide to have results regularly sent to your email account, you have a few other preferences to set. The Formats option lets you determine how the results will be displayed. In addition to selecting the display format for the results, you can also select how many items you want to have sent to you at a time. You will also be able to type in the text you want to have displayed at the top of the email. Once you have set up all of your preferences, click Save at the bottom of the screen. After clicking Save, you will be directed back to your results page with a confirmation message indicating that your search was saved and that you can edit the search savings. You can also edit the search settings when you log into My NCBI. On the results page, you may click on an article title. You will get a citation and an abstract. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see a link to the full text article if one is available. You will also see a list of related citations and a list of other articles that have cited this research article. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a Send To menu. In the Send To menu, you have the option to save the citation to a file, to the clipboard, to the collections, to email, or to order. Saving to collections is linked to your My NCBI profile. In addition to saving the searches, you can also save the citations in My NCBI. Once you have clicked on Add to Collections, you will be asked what you would like to do. You can click on Create a New Collection and give a title to your collection. After you have given the collection a title, click Save. After clicking Save, you will again be directed back to the citation page with a confirmation that your collection was saved and the option to edit the collection. It should also be noted that you can send your search results to an RSS feed. After clicking on the RSS link, you will be able to set the number of items to display and type in a feed name. Once you have adjusted your settings, click Create RSS and your created feed will be displayed. There is another very effective way to conduct a literature search on PubMed. On the PubMed homepage, there is a link entitled Clinical Queries, located under the PubMed tools in the center of the page. Clinical Queries search will divide your results into several different types of research: clinical studies, systematic reviews, or medical genetics. When you type in ankle sprain into the search bar and click Search, you will see the results for each category displayed with the titles of the articles underneath. Under the clinical study categories, you also have the option to change the category to retrieve articles specifically about that topic. In addition to changing the category, you can also change the scope of the search to be broad or narrow. Finally, you can also change the topics under the medical genetics section. You as students and future clinicians should keep in mind that not all databases are the same, nor are they all inclusive. Some databases have specific date ranges of articles that can be found in the database. Also, not all journals can be found in every database. Therefore, students and clinicians should utilize multiple databases in their search in order to thoroughly investigate a clinical question. Google also offers a scholarly search engine called Google Scholar Beta that is free to the public. On the Google Scholar Beta website, you have the option to conduct a basic search of articles or legal opinions in journals. You can also sign up for email alerts regarding your topic of interest. Google ranks articles according to where it was published, the author, and how often it recently was cited. Under the Advanced Scholar Research, you can input words or an exact phrase into one of the search lines. Each search line is similar to the Boolean Operators. You can search for all of the words, an exact phrase, at least one of the words, and without certain words. Ankle sprains will be put into the exact phrase line. You can also search for articles based on the author, publication site, and date of publication. Under the collections, you may choose to search all subject areas or limit it to the subject area of interest. The final section allows you to search for legal opinions and journals that can be limited to specific states. Once you have entered your search terms, click the Search Scholar button. Under each title are the names and the authors with the abstract. Below the abstract, you will find a link for how many times the article has been cited. By clicking on the Cited By link, you will be taken to another page listing all articles that cited the research article in their reference list. There is also a link underneath for the different versions of the article. These different versions may exist if the article was posted on different websites, was translated into another language, or if a citation was posted on a site. Under some of the articles, you will notice a BL Direct link. This link will take you to the British Library Direct webpage. The British Library Direct page will allow you to search across a vast number of journals and purchase full-text articles. If there is a PDF link in the column next to the title, then you can access the full text of the article by clicking on the PDF link. Sometimes these links are only available if you are logged into a Google account. Some employers and academic institutions have accounts set up through Google, which will allow you to retrieve even more full-text articles. You may have access to databases through subscriptions provided by your employer, school, public library system, or even professional organizations. EBSCOhost is one database where you can search multiple databases at once. Examples of a few of the databases that can be chosen are CINAHL Plus with full text, ERIC, Health Source Nursing and Academic Edition, Medline, and Sport Discus with full text. When entering EBSCOhost, you will be prompted to select the database that you would like to search, then click on the Continue button. You will arrive on the Advanced Search page where you can type in your search terms and specify your search options for search modes and limitations. We can also use special limitations for each database you have selected. Under the search modes, Boolean phrases is a mode that allows you to search using all Boolean operators and exact phrases. Find All My Search Terms will automatically insert and between all search terms, whereas Find Any of My Search Terms will automatically insert or between each of the search words you enter. Smart text searching allows you to type or copy and paste up to 5,000 characters into a search box. The entered text is summarized into the most relevant terms before the search is conducted. For the purposes of this lecture, ankle sprains located in the title will be the search word using Boolean phrase search mode and peer-reviewed as the only limitation. Once all of the terms have been entered, click on the Search button. On the results page, you will see listed the titles and abstracts of articles that are relevant to your search terms. You can change the relevant sort at the top of the page to arrange by date or source. On the left-hand toolbar, you will see the total number of results. You will also have the ability to limit your results again. Depending upon your clinical question, you may want to limit the results to a specific age range or gender. In order to get more detailed information about an article, click on the title of the article. This screen will give you the abstract with more information for citing the article. If you would like to look for the article content, you must click on the Check for Full Text button on the left-hand toolbar. The toolbar on the right gives options for saving and printing the information. If we continued to scroll down the page, we would see the rest of the full text article. You can save the citation of the article you click on by clicking on the Save icon in the right-hand toolbar. Once you have clicked the Save button, you will be asked to specify how you would like the citation saved. You can choose how much citation information you want to save and whether or not to include it in the abstract. You can also choose what format you would like to save the citation, such as AMA, APA, or other formatting structures. Once you have determined how you would like the citation saved, click Save on the left-hand side of the screen. It is good to know what citation format is most common for your area of work. AMA is most common for athletic training. It is important to note that if there was a PDF file of the article, the PDF file will not save with the citation. The PDF file must be saved using the Adobe Reader program. One feature available on EBSCOhost is the Create Note feature. This can be found on the right-hand toolbar of the article screen. The Create Note feature allows you to take personal notes on a particular article and save it to your EBSCOhost folder for future reference. The Cochrane Database of Systematic Reviews. The Cochrane Database of Systematic Reviews is another database that you will have access to through your employer, school, public library system, or even professional organizations. The Cochrane Database of Systematic Reviews has regularly updated systematic reviews that are part of the Ovid Evidence-Based Model Reviews collection. A systematic review is a compilation of several articles on a particular topic. Systematic reviews of randomized controlled trials are considered the highest level of evidence. Different types of research and the levels of acceptable evidence will be discussed at multiple times during our class. Under the Advanced Search option of the Cochrane Database of Systematic Reviews, there are several options for limitations. Selecting full systematic reviews will retrieve only full systematic reviews, and protocols will be eliminated. When protocol is selected, only protocols and not systematic reviews will be retrieved. Protocols are areas that are under development for the creation of systematic reviews. Their purpose is to summarize the rationale of the review. We'll retrieve only those systematic reviews and protocols that have been significantly modified since the last database update. News reviews limit retrieval of those reviews and protocols that have been added since the last database update. For the purpose of this lecture, chronic ankle instability will be entered into the search bar with no limitations checked. Once you have entered your search terms and selected the limits, click the Search Terms button. The results screen will show you how many review and/or protocols were retrieved. Under Actions, select the Display button to view all results. After clicking on the display for this search, you will notice that the last result is a systematic review on interventions for treating chronic ankle instability. On the right-hand side, you are given some options to save the information or add your own notes. You may also view the abstract on this page, as well as find articles that are related to your topic. On the right-hand toolbar, there is a header for Evidence-Based Medicine Topic Review. You may click on this header to take you to a page where you can download a PDF of the systematic review. If you click on the title of the systematic review, you will be able to review the abstract, detailed citation information, and the dates when the review was last updated or amended. In conclusion, literature searching is important to answer questions that arise in clinical practice. The search strategies demonstrated in this lecture can be used across all databases. You may find it easier to start a broad search to retrieve many articles on a topic, and then narrow your search down with limitations to get to the heart of your clinical question. If you have additional questions about searching a particular database, you can access the database's help feature.